This is News 8 at 6 with your top stories of the day and a complete weather forecast in the first 8 minutes.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Keithley.
And I'm TSabol. Well, the wet weather earlier this summer has caused all kinds of problems when it comes to growing fruits and vegetables. Southern Maine will also be seeing an influx of cash this weekend from tennis players and their fans. It might be hard to see the extent of the damage, but there's plenty of it out there, especially in Oxford County. News 8's Will Lewis spent much of the night out there, and we turn to him now for the very latest. The numbers are in, and it's not good. Sales of existing homes in Maine plunged for a second month in a row. According to the Maine Association of Realtors, home sales dropped more than 12% in October. That's following a 16% drop in existing home sales in the month of September.
But we begin this half-hour special coverage with TSabol, who joins us live from South Boston tonight, right at the library. And good evening to you, Tracy.
Good evening, Tori. Well, the library is now closed, but today it was a very busy place with people from all over the country coming here because they wanted to pay their respects to Senator Kennedy. Today, flags are flying at half-staff at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum. More folks have been stopping by all day, some leaving tokens like flowers at a makeshift memorial. Inside, underneath this majestic American flag, sits portraits of Senator Ted Kennedy, along with a book in which many people were writing their condolences.
I've realized he had been sick, but it's still very sad that he passed away so quickly.
Right now, I'm really hurting. I really do have to say that. I'm really hurting.
Francine Kendall says when she heard the news of Senator Kennedy's death, she couldn't stop crying. So she had to put her feelings down in words and come down to the library.
I couldn't tell him, but it's on the paper.
While everyone we talked to today was saddened by the news of Kennedy's death, some, however, like to remember him for his smile and what he has done through the years for the people of Massachusetts and for our country.
I thought he was very inspiring. I loved his energy and his enthusiasm, and even when the chips were down, he still was optimistic and gave us hope for the future.
And a public viewing will be held here at the library's Smith Center tomorrow afternoon and again on Friday from 10 in the morning until 4 p.m. Live in South Boston, TSabol, News 8.
News 8's TSabol was on the scene throughout this hostage situation. She joins us now with more on our top story. Tracy, as far as I know, this is a first. In presidential campaign history, there has never been a hostage situation that has revolved around the campaign like this.
Yeah, that's right, John. You know, most of us have covered hostage situations before, but I personally have never seen anything like this, John. There were local and state police, the FBI was there, the ATF, SWAT team, and not to mention a slew of local and national reporters. All there watching the hostage situation unfold at the Clinton headquarters and hoping, just hoping, that it would end peacefully. It happened around 1 this afternoon. A man in his 40s walked into the Hillary Clinton campaign office on North Main Street in Rochester and said he had a bomb strapped to his chest. Police say at the time there were 4 adults and a baby in the office. Chelsea Kuhl says she was working at a local restaurant when she heard about the commotion from a customer who claimed he was the hostage taker's stepson.
He said that, him and his mom had had a rough day, rough morning. Noting that his stepfather, was the one causing this mess.
A mess that forced the local and state police to be on the scene, as well as the bomb squad and tactical team. It also forced the evacuation of most nearby stores and businesses and the lockdown of the local high school.
At first I was like, oh, whoa, this is a drill, just chill out in class. But then they came on again and said that they're keeping us. And there was a threat downtown. If we got closer, then we had to go to a bigger lockdown.
Fortunately, that never happened. Just after 6 p.m., the last of the hostages were let go. And Leland Eisenberg, who held hostages for nearly 6 hours, surrendered, lifting up his sweater and removing what he had strapped to his waist, what at first glance looked like a bomb. Police say Eisenberg has a history of trouble, a sentiment echoed to Chelsea Kuhl by his stepson.
He just said he just wasn't in the right state of mind. 3 months prior to this, his mother had asked him for a divorce. Since then, he's been down on his luck, drinking, unemployed.
As we mentioned, Leland Eisenberg is now in police custody. He's being held at the Rochester Police Department. And by the way, John, the woman that we talked to, Chelsea Kuhl, told us as far as she knew, Eisenberg had no intention to hurt anybody. He just wanted the attention.
Wanted the attention?
Just wanted the attention.
What some people will do. TSabol, thank you very much.
That's right, Will. You know, if you're one of the thousands of people trying to make your way home from work, just trying to get around town today, then it probably took you a lot longer than normal. That's because the city had to close off a number of roads because of the fire, causing problems for drivers and for businesses.
Terrible time to have a fire, obviously. There's no good time to have a fire, but I mean, it really broke out just before the the afternoon commute. So, and this is, we get, I think on any given day, there's like 35,000 cars that drive up and down this road.
The road that Mike Boussier, acting Lewiston police chief, is referring to is Main Street, which runs right in front of the mill. The city also had to shut down Longley Bridge, which connects Lewiston and Auburn, as well as sections of Lisbon and Lincoln Street. Those closures caused some problems for drivers as well as businesses located in the area, like Fishbones on Lincoln Street.
Until about 6:30, 6:45, Lincoln Street, which is the street that we're located on, was closed. So we had a few people walk over from the Hilton, and we had a couple of people park their cars and walk up the street. Everybody that got through the door said, "Oh, you don't know what we went through to get through," but a lot of people were devoted and made it through the door.
But not all businesses were so lucky.
I actually had a customer at the bar, and we heard sirens all over the place, saw a big cloud of black smoke, and ran out and realized that one of the vacant buildings was on fire.
Nicole Esposito runs Espo's Trattoria, which is located right on Main Street, and had to be evacuated because of the fire.
Our umbrellas have huge holes in them from, the debris this big. We also have our awnings, which are burned holes through, as well as our deck, all covered in soot, and we had to put out a few spots of debris where it was starting to catch on fire.
And Nicole Esposito said because Espo's had to be shut down today, they lost thousands of dollars in business, and that doesn't even include the damage that was caused by the fire to the outdoor furniture, and it looks like they may be closed down again tomorrow. John?
Just an incredible situation, Tracy. Tell me, what's the traffic and road situation look like for tomorrow morning, people thinking about heading to work?
Right. Good question, John. Well, it looks like there's going to be some problems for people commuting in here tomorrow. The city told us that Longley Bridge will be closed to traffic coming from Auburn to Lewiston. Also, Main Street will be closed from the bridge to Canal Street, and both those will be closed till at least tomorrow morning. So if you are planning coming in here tomorrow, you'll want to watch News 8 to get updates on that traffic. John?